Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Let's get the humping! What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee Live, March 30th. Last Film Junkee Live of March. March has been a crazy month. Holy shit, has it been a crazy month. What is happening out there? What's going on, everybody? How's it going? All right, we got Ryan right here. Good to see ya. Mr. Kumar, yes. Best thing to do is just mute and block. Mute and block. What's going on, Mr. Team Rad? How you doing? Activated, tuned in. Been out following Ezra Miller stuff? Yep. Got some more stuff to talk about today, of course. What's going on, Peter Jason? Exactly. Listen to Eric right there. Listen to him. Selena, how you doing? We got Stephanie doing more stuff. Yeah. Not looking too good. Zed right there. Good to see ya. And we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Team Rad. So thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You are awesome. Zed. All right, Mr. Eric. We got something cooking to show everyone on the Patreon stream. Everyone be there, be square. There you go. Oh, did I miss Mr. Andre. What's up, Nicotina? Good to see ya. Toast. Well, let's see what happens. We gotta see what happens. What's going on, Tyler? Hello, darling. I know that tickles you, Mattia. Weirdo. All right, what's going on, Jason? Ahoy, hoy. Always good to see ya. Eric Patterson. Yes. We got Mr. Jose right here. Baseball season starting soon. See what happens. Saw, I guess you and Mama Film Junkee talked about going to a game, so we might be meeting up. JD McRae, what's up, buddy? Ezra Miller thinks attacking random people is normal. It's starting to get on my nerves. It's not like he's walking around going, bah! Like that or something like that. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think there's just some issues that are happening right now, and I don't think it's like a common thing. Again, we got to remember that the media always makes things sound like it happens all the time, everywhere. You know, it's what they do. Hello, darling. Let's see, Mattia, Mr. Brandon right here. Okay, it's time to spill the news on the flash test screening. You have sources. What does your guy say? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all right. We got Brian right here. Artists are crazy. We could live a life without them. But then what would reactors do for a living, right? Jace. What's going on, Kat? Yeah, week is halfway done. Thank God. Yo, M Enterprises. How's it going? We got Shemagic right there. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. Let's not. Well, yeah, you guys got to watch out for spoilers now. I mean, you got to watch out for spoilers. I'm going to try not to talk really about spoilers or anything like that because I don't want to spoil the movie. But now that there's been, yes, a test screening, you got to watch out for spoilers. So try to keep anything, all that stuff try to keep it off the chat. Just saying, you know. Hello. What's going on, Mom? How you doing? Mama Film Junkie's here. It's going pretty good, Zed. We got Rosemary right here. We got BT, Diego. What is up? What is happening? All right. Anybody else? What's going on? Yep. That's pretty much it right there. Eric Ezra situation reminds me a bit of Amanda Bynes. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's that drastic because she just straight up lost her mind. But then again, if it ends up leading to that situation, hopefully it doesn't. But again, we might, there's a possibility. I mean, there's always a possibility that something's going on in his personal life, I don't know, that he's dealing with. See, that's the thing, The same thing with Will Smith. I mean, the fact that he did what he did. No matter if you defend him or not, still was not right to do so and very much out of character. So, what's going on? Scotty! Good to see you. All right, good to see everybody. Welcome to Film Junkee Live. Oh, man. Got the AC on. Oh, yeah, by the way, today, I try to look at yesterday as a challenge to, be... To say the right pronouns, and you guys saw I failed miserably. I could not do it, so I'm already gonna. Hey, I apologize in advance, but most likely gonna be called Ezra, he, him. It's just the way it is. Okay, I don't think you get offended by it. It's just I think it's a little difficult, because my grammar brain this whole time that I've been alive, kind of hard to change. It's easy. Like say Elliot Page, right? Easy to call him a him, easy, because it's going from one to the other. Hard to call somebody a they and a them. Because it's not natural as of right now, with people. So I think I'm just like, all right, I'm not going to try hard. I'm just going to be like, whatever. Want to cancel me? Cancel me. Cancel me from yesterday. That's for damn sure. Hey, I was trying, Selena. I was trying. I was like Shaq on the foul line. Just like, I didn't have my AC on too, by the way. It's blasting right now because I always had the AC on with the lights on because just, yeah. So... yeah, you know me. I'm energetic and I get sweaty, so I always have to have the AC blasting. If you noticed in the stream yesterday, I kept going like this. I was a couple times where I went like this because I was like, why is the AC not kicking on? And it was like probably about 75 degrees in my apartment, and right here it's probably about 6 degrees hotter, 7 because I'm so hot. That's right, I'm doing this at the start of the show. Anyways, hit that like, thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Got the Patreon right there. We'll be doing a Patreon stream coming up this weekend. Trying to put as much stuff on there as possible, but and then, of course, if you want to become a member, hit the member button right there. We do a members only show, post show right there. Because trust me, it's way bigger issues than that. But I was like looking at it as a challenge. I was like, I could do it. Watch. And it was just like, nope, no way. So tonight, I'll try a little bit, but I'm not gonna really try. So it's all right. I've said worse things on this stream. So I've done worse things, said worse things. Yeah. So we're all good. So anyways, but so do all that. If you're just watching right now, you can fast forward, or then you're not watching live, you can fast forward. I always chapter this stuff out. It's always all fun and games. So I think once he changes his name or does, yeah. So I know. It's just, I just tell you, man, you try to do that, it's like, nope, it's not going to work. Brain is wired differently. So, but anyways, we'll be talking about The Flash, of course. Okay, well, I'll get to it when we get to that topic. We'll get to the tweets right now. But, of course, we talk about Will Smith. It's just a Will Smith week. Definitely is, and more things are coming out, obviously. And then, of course, sad news about Bruce Willis. Very sad. And then, of course, Moon Knight Episode 1. Hopefully you guys watched it. I watched it right after I got done with work, and we'll be talking about that, doing my little review and all that stuff. All right, let's get through these tweets. Oh, I forgot to set them up. Hold on. Hey. Okay, hold on. So I got that set up. Let me open up. All right, here we go. Sorry. I usually forget always one little thing right there. Anyways, all right. Scroll. Oh, there we go. We're good? Okay. All right, going live. All right, there we go. That's where we leave off, right there. Let's do this. All right, this is pretty good. Again, the internet. I love the internet. So we got two great videos right here about the slap heard around the world. First, we got this video right here. It didn't happen, guys. It was all a dream. Mandela effect.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Look at that. Walks right by him. Pretty good stuff right there. Gotta love the internet, man. Gotta love the internet. Then you have the version with the animated characters that they both played. Internet works fast, man. People are good.
Wow.
It's hilarious. Gotta love that shit. All right, of course, we'll be talking about that. I love this shot. I remember seeing this shot, one of the first shots that we saw of Christian Bale. This was one of the very first shots we saw of Christian Bale. I remember being in my buddy's room, and we were editing a little short movie that we did. I mean, this is before the internet and social media. I mean, not before the internet, but before social media. And then we heard that there was new images Christian Bale's Batman, and we saw these images. Oh my God, we were freaking out. We were like, oh my God, that's Batman right there. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, yes, I know he's not perched up on anything like high, but you know, it's still good. It still looks good. It still looks awesome. I like it. Behind the scenes of the Batman, you know, past, now we got present. There's the dome right there, man. Remember, that's a false background right there. You gotta love it. It's freaking awesome. We got Spider Monkey right here, who made this awesome poster for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Really sweet. Love that. Got all this. Look at Carl Urban right here. Diabolical. Sitting up against the new Batmobile. You know, I mean, we've all even said it. He would have been a good Batman at one point. He would have, you know? I mean, after watching Dredd, which, why the fuck has there not been any kind of sequel or anything? They were talking about a sequel series at one point. Didn't happen. Why the fuck? Who knows? It was such a good movie, such a good Dredd. Why not? But I mean, he always, you know, a lot of people fan cast him as Batman at one point. And I think he would have been a good Batman, but, you know, he made a better Dredd. And why the hell have they not freaking made another Dredd? I don't know. I love this sucker punch shot right there. Gotta love the sucker punch. Great. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will wrap filming in less than 3 weeks, according to James Gunn. It seemed like that was relatively quick. I don't know. Maybe I just don't remember when they first shot it, but Jesus Christ. Then here's some cool shit. All right, so we got Vengeance animated style art by Tony Kim right here. So look at that. God, that looks so good. Love that. Turned it right into Batman the Animated style. Looks so freaking good. It's good art right there. And then you got the red sky right there just to add a little bit more to it. Love good concept art like that. Or just art. Behind the scenes, more behind the scenes, releasing more stuff. That's a lot of extras right there. Definitely a lot of extras. Yeah, that's right. Everybody passing around that COVID. Michael Bay, he's doing a lot of interviews. First off, Michael Bay is, I don't know if you guys saw that video. I didn't really talk about it, even though I think I tweeted it out. It was over the weekend, but yeah, apparently there's a few CGI shots in his new movie Ambulance that he's not a fan of, that they suck. Very, Michael Bay to just call out VFX artists like that. But, what could he do? But yeah, apparently Michael Bay said that when it says Steven Spielberg told him to just stop at 3 Transformers movies, or Transformers films, rather than making more. I should have stopped. They were fun to do. So yeah, he's kind of throwing shade at the Transformers films. Well, I mean, he's got a point. He should have probably stopped at 1. I mean, they just kept getting worse and worse. I still remember watching, The Last Night, and that movie exhausted me like no other. Jesus Christ. Juliana Batista right here making some Joker Barry Keoghan art right there. Keoghan, whatever, how you say his name. It's pretty cool. Guy's got a similar haircut as me when it gets long. Look at this dude. All right, so Jonathan Majors on the set of Creed 3. Look at how jacked this motherfucker is, man. Holy shit. I mean, we all knew that he was in shape, but now he's just like in ridiculous shape. So this guy is just looking freaking jacked. So is he playing Mr. T's son from the third one? I always forget his name. Mr. T's character in the third one. Is that what's going on here? Are they just going to do that storyline again? The son of somebody else that Rocky fought? I hope not. But it kind of seems like that's the case. Who knows? I hope not. But, I mean, you look at the haircut, you look at all this stuff, you kind of just wonder, is that going to be the case right there? Who knows? But he's looking pretty damn... Yeah, Clubber Lang. There you go. Thank you, Eric. Just totally was, drawing a blank on that. Clubber Lang. And then we got this poster right here from Bottleneck Gallery, making a Zack Snyder's Justice League poster, which looks pretty freaking awesome. Love it when somebody random does art like that, you know? Damien Chazelle's Babylon is being called a masterpiece after a screening in L.A. last night. Yes, not the only movie. Flash was not the only movie that was screened in L.A. last night. Apparently, Damien Chazelle's, which, of course, if you know, Whiplash, La La Land. His new movie, Babylon, 185-minute film. That's right. That's right. I love long films, long as they're paced well. It has been compared to Wolf of Wall Street and Filoni's Citricone. So, Citricone? Yeah. So, people are calling it a masterpiece, and I'm sure it is because it just seems like that guy doesn't miss. Guy doesn't seem to miss. Okay, and then here's something right here. Here's something that this is why I love David F. Sandberg. Okay, protect this man at all costs, please. He's a treasure, and so he was asked. He went on Instagram and he said, power's out. I'm home alone. Ask questions or tell me something interesting. Somebody asked if you could choose another DC hero to direct, which one? And this is his answer right here in full context, because obviously he's quote tweeting IGN and they're using only a part of it for their headline to get, of course, the clicks. So he wanted to quote tweet and he said full context. Here's the full quote. And he says right here, at one point I would have said Superman, but when there are so many different expectations and hardcore fans, you're going to piss off so many people no matter what you do. Seeing how people react to things like The Last Jedi makes me want to stay away from things like that. Shazam was perfect in that there hadn't been that many adaptations before. There are still people who think it was done wrong, but it was on a manageable level. It just kind of shows you where everything is right now. I mean, look at where the fandom is right now. I mean, we got a couple few loud idiots out there in the Snyder fandom that are getting literally called out by actors in the movie that they're trying to trash, which was funny. And it just kind of makes you wonder, what the fuck? Fandom is just a thing where it just kind of gets on your nerves. It really does. I'm all about an artist's perspective or their interpretation for existing characters. I'm all about it. All about it. Guess what? No matter what, I'm going to go watch it and I'm going to say, hey, that was good, or hey, I didn't like that, or hey, it was okay, or whatever the fuck. But man, it's just gotten to a point where, when Zack did what he did with Superman and Batman, people were like, fuck you, not my Superman, not my Batman. Now we have different interpretation of Batman, and those same people who were defending that are now going, "No, my Batman, it sucks," and trying to dig up things on people and digging up fake shit and stuff. It's pretty damn embarrassing. It's can we be better? Can we just be better? And he makes a great point. Why would anybody want to even try to make a Superman film or make a Batman film? But somebody like Matt Reeves is not online all the time. He'll tweet stuff every now and again, but mainly he's just going to work while these dumbass motherfuckers are hiding behind their avatars and pounding away on their keyboards and thinking that they're making some kind of difference. I don't know. It's crazy. But yes, that's David F. Sandberg right there. Good answer. Great guy. It's all good stuff. It's embarrassment. Yes. So what could he do, though? What could he do? Whoever ends up doing a Superman movie, the next Superman movie, power to him. I will be there. I will watch, and I will be like, hey, guess what? That was cool. Or, nah, maybe not so much. I don't know. We'll see what happens, Maybe because I grew up when the internet was starting to, when the starting to come out. No social media yet. Social media has ruined people. It's ruined fandom. It really has. Really has ruined fandom, I think. Okay, rant over. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Not much with the tweets today. I was pretty busy today, guys, so not much with the tweets. I did change my banner. I changed my banner the other day to, of course, Taylor Hawkins right there because seemed fitting. That'll be my banner for a while, for sure. All right. So speaking of a different artist's interpretation of a character, let's talk about The Flash. And again, not going to talk about spoilers, okay? Because, you read some shit. Who knows if it's real? You see stuff on the timeline and everything. This movie's going to get spoiled to high heaven. It's crazy how I did not think that they were going to, especially since they delayed the movie to next year, to June of next year. I did not expect there to be a test screening till maybe later on this year. I remember that one that was coming out earlier. I totally was like, I hit up people or a person. I said, is this true? And it wasn't, and it was Shazam. And then I was like, oh yeah, makes sense. But yeah, this one was absolutely true. It was a Flash screening, But the thing that I took from it, guys, positive. Positive. I saw positivity, to be honest. And I was like, oh boy, that's good. Okay, so I'm glad. I was like, whoa, sweet. Positivity. That's different. You know, I was kind of worried that when it came to test screening for this movie, it wouldn't be positive. But apparently it was pretty positive. And that's what we need, especially with the shit that's happening with Ezra. It's what we need right now. It's what we need this week. Because we're going to talk about more stuff that apparently is coming out on him. But yeah, mainly positivity. And, you know, certain people are talking about the connections to the Snyderverse and all this stuff, and everybody's talking about that. Does it connect with it? Does it not connect with it? I don't know what anybody fucking wants anymore, to be honest. It's like there's people that don't want it to be connected. No, I don't want to be connected at all. Fuck that. It's connected to the Justice League. Yeah. Nah. Or no, I want it to be connected. It's going to be connected. It's going to be, you know, it's just like, it's just so exhausting. It's like, which one do you want? Do you want it to be connected? Do you want it to not? I mean, we've already talked about it so many times. It's not even a spoiler at this point that, yes, very much, even Ezra himself, yes, that's right, he said on, he responded to someone's message and said to that person, said like, yeah, why would they're not going to rip that apart. It's not going to do that. You know how much he loves Snyder? He loves him a lot. Of course, he wasn't going to be part of a movie that was going to rip it and destroy the Snyderverse. Remember when everybody was getting so dramatic about that? Like, oh man, they're going to erase the Snyderverse. I'm like, we have 9.5 hours of beautiful movie cinema right there. I'm looking at it because I have it displayed. It's like right there. Right there. Anyway, so that's the thing I took from it. Besides, you know, getting things, you know, sent to me and whatever the hell and talking to people about it. The fact of the matter is it was positive. Positivity came out of that screening. Apparently it rated well. That's what I gathered. It was like rated well and everything was all good. So that's what we needed, right? That's what we needed when it came to it. And yeah, so there it is. And then, but now, of course, we have the Ezra Miller stuff that's been being tossed around today as well. So this is not good. This doesn't sound good at all. Ezra Miller allegedly threatened couple after arrest, restraining order filed against the actor. Oh boy. Not good PR. Warner Brothers is probably like, oh fuck. At least yeah. Ezra Miller has been hit with a temporary restraining order by 2 residents of Hilo, a small town in Hawaii where Miller was arrested earlier this week. The Fantastic Beast and the Flash actor was released from jail after paying $500 in bail and then reportedly threatened a couple on the property they've been staying in Hawaii, the Associated Press reports. According to Hawaii Police Assistant Chief Kenneth Kiocho, you know how bad I am with names. Police escorted Miller off the property hours after the posted bail. A resident on the property called the police and asked for advice on removing 2 house guests. The restraining order against Miller says the actor burst into the Hilo couple's bedroom and threatened them. Miller allegedly stole some of the couple's belongings, including a passport and wallet. Eesh. The temporary restraining order against Miller was filed Tuesday, March 29th. The actor was arrested Monday, March 28th, and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after an incident at a bar. So it's talking about all that again, yelling obscenities and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden this actually when this came across the plate, I went, oh shit, there's a video? No. But of course, naturally, TMZ. You know, TMZ is in the game of like, hey, you got to click on this, but it says the Flash star Ezra Miller, cops called for other bar incident weeks before karaoke arrest. So apparently this was before, but their featured image, of course, looked like Ezra was attacking somebody. But if you actually watch this video, he's not attacking. They're just telling him like, you can't come back in, you're banned or whatever the hell. So he's just standing there. And there's nothing that really happens. He does get pushed by her right there. I don't know if he's drunk on something, but yes, he is standing right there. It does. I mean, it doesn't look good, but at least it didn't get to a point where I was like, oh, please, don't charge in there, dude. Don't charge in there. She pushes him. He doesn't do anything back, and then he talks to the cops. So there's that. But yeah, I was worried. I was like, oh shit. Did he like push anybody? Did he? But apparently it didn't. So at least there's that. Sheesh. Man. Tell you. Ezra. Yeah, I just hope whatever is going on right now, he does seek help because, I mean, you just don't want to fall down that path. You don't want to fall down that path where you're just going to destroy your career, you know? This guy, he had a bright future ahead of him, you know? Bright future ahead of them. I know. I'm like, again, yeah, but it just kind of sucks. But that whole thing about the restraining order and all that stuff, man, that's bad. Okay, first off, Ezra just needs to leave Hawaii. Hawaii. Remember when we were all like looking forward to seeing the press that he was going to do for The Flash? Remember we were all kind of looking forward to that? Now I think we're all kind of worried, to be honest, man. So I don't know. And then, of course, a lot of people are talking about replacing him, of course, recasting him as the Flash. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with that? I mean, it is pretty interesting. I mean, there are people that get recast for tweets and, you know, this is restraining orders and assault and all this kind of stuff. Hollywood's been weird this week, that's for damn sure. But, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I just, if the guy could just get some help, if he could just get some help, that's all. Just get some help. Therapy, all that stuff, and pay his dues, you know, pay the dues that you need to pay, and it should be good. Maybe some anger management things. It's so weird, though, because you wouldn't think that Ezra is an angry person, sorry. You wouldn't think that he was, so, but what can he do? Yeah, see, that's the thing, Alex. Some people are asking, like, oh, yeah, maybe he should just be recast. But it's like, you know, he's a talented dude. If you watch some of the other indie movies that Ezra's been a part of. So it's pretty good. So we'll see what happens. It sucks. Because he won our hearts. In Zack Snyder's Justice League. He was great. Fantastic. Played a great Barry. I was a little hesitant. I was like, what? When are we going to get a blonde Barry? Blah, blah, blah. You know, I was always that because I'm like going, are we ever going to get a blonde Barry? No. But we got, you know, another brunette. But I was going, okay, but I know this actor. I've seen him and stuff before. And I went, okay, well, let's give him a chance. And then, of course, yeah, he ended up winning everybody over, you know? Because Zack Snyder knows how to cast, but then see that's the thing I worry about too. People are gonna be like, something else happens, and just gonna blame Zack for casting him, as if Zack knew anything. That maybe Ezra has some issues going on or anger issues or whatever the hell. So we'll see. But the positive about this is the Flash test screening. Positivity came out of it. Okay, and yes, you're probably gonna get spoiled. Unless you just stay off social media for over a year, you're going to get spoiled. Because there's going to be dickheads out there that are going to try to spoil it for you. And it's sad that they're part of the Snyder fandom. You know, like I've gotten into it with people. I got into it with somebody who posted a bunch of the Batman spoilers to just try to piss me off or piss people off. I don't know. It's pretty embarrassing. But, you know, what can you do? You know, fucking sociopaths. Okay, enough of that. Let's talk about Will Smith again. Man, I tell you what. But now it looks like when it comes to Will Smith that he actually might be suspended or expelled from the Academy. That was just released not too long ago. So, this is the article right here from Deadline. Will Smith could face suspension, expulsion. Oscar Board of Governors says of Chris Rock's slap. Actor wouldn't leave ceremony despite reps being asked by organizers. Yeesh. Yeah, everybody's kind of wondering, like, why was he still there? What was all this? And blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's what was so weird about this whole thing. Like we all knew that he was most likely going to win the Oscar. Yeah, what can he do? So right here it says updated with more details. Just hours before Chris Rock is set to take stage in Boston tonight, Will Smith's fate from the actor's rage-filled slap of the comic at Sunday's Oscars now rests in his own hands after a meeting by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Board of Governors this afternoon. Yeah, and then there was like this whole thing, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, of course she talks season of healing. Get the hell out of here. Telling her something about Jada where I'm like, I don't know, is it you? Ugh. Consistent with Academy standards of conduct as well as California law, Mr. Smith is being provided at least 15 days' notice of a vote regarding his violations and sanctions and the opportunity to be heard beforehand by means of written response, the Academy said today of the disciplinary proceedings. It has begun after a virtual gathering of the dozens of governors and other AMPAs. Aides concluded at the next board meeting on April 18th. The Academy may take some disciplinary action, which may include suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions permitted by the bylaws and standards of conduct. So there you go. Unsurprisingly, the vote among the nearly 50 governors was overwhelmingly to pursue the matter further. So they're going to tell everybody like it's not good. Don't slap people. While we would like to clarify that Mr. Smith was asked to leave the ceremony and refused, we also recognize we could have handled the situation differently. The Academy said of the disturbing incident right there that happened. So yeah, apparently he was asked to leave. Who knows? But of course, Denzel Washington came up and Tyler Perry came up to him, and it was weird. Did anybody have a video of like them act? I just kind of wonder, did they actually do that? You know? I mean, there's so many things when it comes to this. It's all very weird. It does seem like it's straight out of a fucking movie. I mean, to go from like 3 seconds of to just rage, I mean, it was just very interesting. But then at the same time, it's like, did they really ask him to leave? Or I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe that's why when you saw that video of Denzel and Tyler Perry talking to him, maybe because he was already standing up because they already asked him and he said no, because obviously he wanted to win his Academy Award and say his speech and everything, which I thought he handled fairly well. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's all just crazy. Because I keep seeing people, it's like either you have to take one side or the other. It's really ridiculous. Some people just can't be like, well, no, it was wrong for him to slap, but I can understand why he got enraged. It's like, yeah, you could just totally have both of that at the same time. But it's just that when you go hard on one side or hard on the other, it's really ridiculous because then everybody starts digging into people, digging in and past stuff, digging in on all kinds of things. And it's just like, it's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. It's like, can't you just admit that that was wrong what he did, but you can understand why he did it, right? Defending his woman, sure. Offended by the joke, sure. But at the same time, it's like you just don't do that. And then you got to question why did that happen, because it just seems like there's something else there. Like I said yesterday or the day before, it just seems like there's something else there that even Will Smith has dealing with. That's why when it comes to him, when it comes to Ezra, just seems like there's something else there. There's something that we are not seeing. That's something that's happening behind the scenes that just are causing triggers, causing rage, just something happening where they're just, and then all of a sudden they're just wanting to just slap people, shove people, whatever the hell. I just hope both of those actors can get help when it comes to that. I don't want to see this. I like Will Smith. I like Ezra Miller. I like Chris Rock. Come on. Sad. Anyways. And then speaking of sad, this sucks. Man, it's been a freaking crazy week. But Bruce Willis retiring from acting, man. Retiring. So here's the article right here from the Hollywood Reporter. Bruce Willis stepping away from acting career after aphasia diagnosis. This is a really challenging time for our family, and we are so appreciative of our continued love, compassion, and support, said the actor's family in the statement right there. So, obviously, we got that. Let's see. Bruce Willis is stepping away from his acting career after being diagnosed with aphasia. Am I saying that right? Aphasia. Which leads to the loss of ability to understand or express speech, his family said in a statement posted on social media. God damn, that fucking sucks, man. To Bruce's amazing supporters, as a family, we wanted to share that our beloved Bruce has been experiencing some health issues and has recently been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities, read the statement. As a result of this, and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him. He's had a great career, though, I must say. He really has had a great career. 67 years old. I mean, he was doing a lot of B-roll stuff right there. Now it kind of makes sense. Does that kind of make sense now almost? It almost like, it feels like it makes sense why he was doing like these small B-roll roles now, because, and everybody was like, oh, he's phoning it in. Maybe the health issues were starting to just show up and he could just do the bare minimum. That really sucks, man. Really sucks. Love Bruce Willis. I mean, Die Hard, it's one of the best fucking action movies of all time, if not the best. Okay? And it's a fucking Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. Die Hard with a Vengeance is a perfect sequel to it. Die Hard 2, maybe not as much, but Die Hard with a Vengeance definitely was. Fifth Element, Sixth Sense. So many great roles that guy was in. Especially in the 90s, 80s and 90s and all that. Hudson Hawk. I just watched that recently. That just sucks, man. So it's just been, again, it's like, man, like you like these actors and then shit is happening. I mean, of course, this is different. This is a health issue, but you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I saw other actors were, of course, talking about it. Sly Stallone posted about it, posted a picture with them because obviously the three of them, Sly, Bruce, and Arnold, of course, with the Planet Hollywood thing. But yeah, so he expressed that. So yeah, it's sad. It's really sad when that happens. When you grow up with these artists, you grow up with the characters they play and everything, and then we keep getting older. Time keeps going by, and then all of a sudden you find out they have either cancer or some kind of disease, autoimmune disease, something like that. You just hate to see it. You just hate to see it. Pulp Fiction, yes, that's another good one, Zed. Another good one. So it's all good. It's all good. Hopefully he can be okay with it, and hopefully he can live the rest of his days, hopefully in peace. But he had a great career, and yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. So, all right, let's talk about some Moon Knight. So how's everybody feeling about Moon Knight, huh? Who watched it today? Who watched it? I did put a poll out there. I put my poll out there. Sorry. Put a poll out there right here where I asked you guys. I probably should have refreshed it, but for the most part, everybody's loved it. Seems like I put 4 different things. Was okay, and need another episode. Terrible. So that was the poll right there. Seems like most people are loving it, at least according to the YouTube poll. So yeah, it hasn't really changed. I should have refreshed. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. 44% instead of 42. So I didn't do 12 Monkeys. That's a good one. That's a good one there, Eric. No, but I watched it right after work. It was interesting. I'm not going to lie, I thought that I was going to be annoyed by the accent. I thought Oscar Isaac's accent, I was like, oh boy, how's that going to work? Is that going to really work? Blah, blah, blah. And at first I went, oh no. But then all of a sudden I went, oh, no, he's good. It's fine. I think it's good. And then for the rest of the episode, I was perfectly okay. My God, though, the way that the episode starts, and I won't fully say it, but ouch. If you guys know what I'm talking about, ouch. What the fuck, man? I was going, what are you doing? I was doing this. I was like, ugh. You guys know exactly, if you saw it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing, Ethan Hawke? Man. But yeah, it's, It's definitely going to be, pretty psychological. It's dark. They kept the blood in, guys. There was blood, which was good. They didn't censor any blood. There was plenty of blood. Not like a lot, but there was, at moments. But I like the whole psychological part of it because, essentially the character is just like something's happening where he's got blank spots in his brain where something is taken over. And so that was pretty cool how they played with that. They played with the idea of like, oh yeah, something's happening to him and he's trying to stay awake. He's got some kind of fucked up thing going on. And there's many times where like in the middle of stuff happening where he's just like kind of doing like a jump, like he's got, and we're right there with him. We don't know what the hell's going on. It's like it's a nice buildup. It's a nice buildup in the episode where it's like, hey, something's building up, and then all of a sudden it's getting more and more and more. Then there's this artifact that's, of course, Mr. Batty Ethan Hawke, which of course Ethan Hawke is always great, and then we finally, it's like one of those build-up to the reveal, I guess you could say. So it's a nice little build-up, nice little somewhat slow burn to that. There's still plenty of action just with Oscar Isaac, but yeah, I was just thankful that I was not annoyed by the accent. I thought I was worried because I love Oscar Isaac, he's love anything that he's in. And I was just kind of worried. I was like, what's going on with the accent? And then you heard that it was his idea to like bring that to him. And then he kind of, when you see how the episode plays out, you kind of go, oh, okay. But when certain things play out, I think the accent kind of works in a sense because of something else. So I'm on board, totally on board with Moon Knight. It'll be one of those things on every Wednesday. We'll talk about the latest episode. But yeah, definitely on board. Enjoyed it. Thought it was something, unique and different and nothing tied to anything else MCU. I'm sure there's going to be more. Some things will probably come in, but this first episode has no mention of anything else that's happening in the MCU world. And it's just something unique and different. And I'm looking forward to more of it. More of it. We'll see what happens. I so wish that John Schnepp was still with us. He would have went nuts for the Moon Knight. He wanted to see that adaptation for years. Yeah. That sucks. May he rest in peace. I'm not too familiar with the character. I never, like I said, growing up, I should have been because this is right up my alley, man. I probably will start digging into more of the character and maybe getting some books. Go, ask some people what books should I get because it is a cool character. It's an interesting character. It's very unique, very unique. It almost feels like when I heard about Moon Knight, I thought, well, that sounds more like that'd be a Dark Horse character, not a Marvel character. That sounds more Dark Horse. That's exactly how, when it came to Dark Horse Comics, which I don't think is really around anymore. They were all about these kind of characters, So it's just it is kind of baffling that it is a Marvel character. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start digging into some of the old books and everything. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely on board for the series, man. Definitely on board. Okay, there we go. And we're just rolling through this stream. Should be a short stream tonight. Marvel Comic always been dark, buddy. I guess so. But it's just, for some reason, just this character, I always felt like, I don't know, maybe because there was a character for Dark Horse called Ghost that also she wore white and everything. I don't know. Maybe that was just getting that more sense with that. So, Ben right here giving me shit. Still got to find a drop for you. Now I'm going to find a really fucked up one. Anyways, all right, let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter questions. All right, let's see. Don Schnepp was an angel. Yeah, he was. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Mr. Eric. Yo, Dave, the Babylon Bee, which Twitter has censored because Twitter can't take a joke, has been cooking with gas with Oscars. Gotta love it. Amy Schumer, horrified to learn you can now get slapped for bad jokes. Wait, we can get slapped now? She said wide-eyed. That's funny. Twitter hires Will Smith to slap comedians who tell jokes they don't like. Here at Twitter, jokes are no laughing matter. Said CEO Parag. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. What's sad is the Babylon Bee has made. They've made I mean, obviously they're all parody, right? But a lot, some of their headlines actually have come true, which is what the fuck. And then speaking of Mr. Ever, it's not a question. I'm just looking forward to your car reaction to Morbius. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ben. I'll send it right to you. Now, I'm sure I'll be doing that tomorrow, of course. Carrie, clearly WB wants to reboot and make a new DCEU continuity with the Flash film. Clearly. Big hypothetical. Jeez. I started sounding like fucking Adam Sandler right there. That's what I call high quality H2O. If Discovery and Zaslav decide that they don't want to reboot the DCEU and put the focus back on Zack's DC films, do you think Muschietti wants to make the needed changes? No. Muschietti, he's got his movie. We have to realize this, guys, that Zack was not trying to create what the MCU was trying to create. I mean, that was confirmed when he cast Ben Affleck as Batman. Remember when everybody was like, what the fuck? Ben Affleck's in his 40s. What are you doing? No, Zack wanted to just do his own little story. He made his first Superman story, and then he went, all right, I'm going to do a story and have these characters and just kind of like, all right, I'll set the foundation, but I'm making this story right here. He wasn't thinking about 20 years from now, 30 years from now. He wasn't. And that's so like when it came to this, it was like, all right, now these directors can do whatever they want. When it comes to Zaslav and all of them, I mean, we'll see what happens when what they want to do when it comes to either finishing the sequels or anything like that. But the fact that they would just like come in and go, hey, Muschietti, you got to like change your shit now. We got to reshoot a bunch of stuff. That's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I know there's people out there that think that maybe like Zaslav's going to come in and tell Muschietti to reshoot like his entire movie again, which I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we want that to not happen anymore? I don't think that's going to happen, especially after hearing that there was positivity with the screening last night. So I don't think they're going to definitely do that. I mean, there's probably going to be some reshoots. Obviously, there will probably be something. Who knows? There always is with these movies. But yeah, we just got to remember that, Zack wasn't trying to like, hey, let's make movies for the next 20 years. He just wanted to make his. That's what sucks, though, about this whole thing. If they would have just let Zack do his thing, we would have had his 5-arc story, his Superman story, and then he would be where he's at right now with Netflix, creating new universes from his brain, and then not leaving like this hole over here, If they would have just let him be, we would have already had this glorious thing, and then Warner Brothers could have just been like, all right, we're starting over. But now everything's kind of like, what's connected, what's not, what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Mike, Soups Kenobi. What's funny about the Oscars Fan Favorite Award is that the Academy has been awarding CBM's Oscars since Superman 78. To say that CBMs haven't been respected by the Academy is complete horse shit. DC has won 7 Academy Awards since 78, including the Oscars Fan Favorite for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Well, they'll never give, they barely give anything to, it's always the technical awards, though, Mike. It's not CBMs, it's sci-fi in general. That's why when it came to Best Picture, it's like, yeah, Dune was nominated, but did we actually think that Dune was going to win? No. It just seems like it's hard for them. Even though like when Lord of the Rings came out, they were definitely like going, okay, let's give all the awards to that. But it always just, when it comes to CBMs, it always seems like, even though Heath Ledger won that award for playing the Joker. But yeah, it just seems like, they nominate him, sure, but you never get him for the... I really thought Logan should have gotten some nominations for the acting alone. So, but anyways, Ryan, David Sandberg can direct anything from the DC content he wants, and fans will like it. I agree. Tet, Really sad watching Ezra now, but I can't say it wasn't coming. Ezra doesn't seem to have the social media boundaries, the social boundaries most people have. Add that to his perfectionist personality mixed with the mess behind the scenes at Warner Brothers, and you get a broken person. Yeah. What can you do? Jacob just got Squidward just disappearing right there creepily. Cool. I like it. Edward, hey Dave, so it's cool to see some details on the Flash movie. Wondering if all the rumors are true of a glimpse of the Nightmare timeline. Also, Morbius is apparently bad. Oh yeah, I know. Shocker. I guess aren't the reviews coming out for that? I haven't checked them out yet, but I'll be seeing it tomorrow. CK Cooper Knox, in regards to the past few DC tweets, good old Grace has been putting out lately. I'm still convinced she's being told to say this stuff by WB insiders due to the impending merger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I believe that, because why would they want all that stuff out there? I just don't really believe that, because even though she's trying not to spoil stuff, she still is spoiling stuff. I don't know. To me, it seems a little rocky, but you never know. You never know, I guess, right? Dylan, let's see. Ella Purnell is set to headline Fallout Prime Video series adaptation of the best-selling game franchise. Yeah, I saw that today. She was in, of course, Army of the Dead. Congratulations to her. Andrew Casali, because of Morbius, thoughts on if Michael Keaton's Vulture and Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio fought Tobey's Spider-Man instead of Tom's? I don't know. But they fought Tom's, though. Didn't they fight Tom? I mean, they both fought Tom's. Are you saying that they both fought Tom's and Toby's? Because we saw them fight Tom's. But maybe in a different universe they did. They fought Toby's. Other than Michael Keaton's Batman returning, what past DC actors you want to see back in the Flash film? I don't know. I don't want to see Bale. I would say just put all the Flashes in there, I guess. We can bring all the Flash people back. Why not? And then, of course, we have Robert Pattinson is my mom, who keeps sending stuff about this woman right here. Green in the new rebooted timeline. Okay, well, we're not going to read that because that's some dickhead trying to put out some spoiler stuff right there. You know how that is. So, got to watch out for that. Great. I'm glad that The Flash is coming out over a year from now. Fantastic. Because, again, you're going to have fans who are dedicated to just one director that are just going to spoil the absolute shit out of it because they are goddamn fucking children. Oh, well. What can you do? Anyways, guys, all right. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and wrap this up right here. Make sure you guys smash that like, thumbs up. Robert Pattinson's also your mom? Yeah. Interesting. So go ahead and do that. Hit that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Do everything. Got the Patreon right there if you want to help out that pirate ship. I always post a Thursday Patreon right there. So make sure you, if you want to support the pirate ship, it is down there. Everything, all the links are provided down below. If you want to become a member, you can do that too. And then, of course, the Film Junkie Closet. All right. So, like I said, it is Wednesday. So look forward to my Morbius first reaction tomorrow. Should be good. Well, the reaction should be good. I don't know about the movie, but I guess we'll see. And then, of course, I'll see you guys Friday on the Vodka Stream. All right. Love you. Talk to you later.